Radio Free Tatooine presents Galactic War Report, a Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes podcast.
Boshuda, fellow Holotable hustlers, you're tuned into Galactic War Report, a Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes podcast that's better than some and worse than others. I'm Sean, a.k.a. the other Sean, and sitting across the Holotable from me is Josh, a.k.a. the Golden Pop-Tart.
Man, it feels like it's been a couple days. Maybe two or three? It
has been so many life-changing events in the last few weeks, and we haven't been here to share them with y'all. I didn't even tell you this. I lost 2 trees since we last spoke.
Wow. That storm was that bad, huh?
Storms. I'm telling you, it's always a storm. Always a storm around here. And, it's been a busy month for us. But we're here. We're back. What did we miss? Anything? A little bit. We have some good and some bad to talk about tonight, right? That's Galaxy of Heroes for you. There's always something good and a little bit of anger in there with it. We're going to be talking about Scorch tonight, the final dark side clone, rounding out the new Lord Vader team. We're also going to talk a little bit about this pirate faction and the raid, and just some things. Look, we'll talk about it. We'll get
to it. We'll get to it.
I'm too happy to get to it right now. But first, as is tradition here, we need to celebrate some Blurf days. Okay, so we didn't get to Blurf Days last week because we didn't do a new show. But you know what? I say forget them. We're not celebrating them this year. I don't want to hear it. So just for this week, the party's over for those guys.
I know, right?
For this week, we have a few. We have Master Qui-Gon Jinn is turning 1 year old on the 23rd. So he should be accelerated Qui-Gon.
Soon, probably. We got the next update coming in the next day or two, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yep. Also on the 25th, we've got Kira turning, holy moly, 7 years old. Wow. 7 years of Kira. That's every single week I feel old. In this game, in life, walking up the stairs, all of it.
I mean, I think her model looks a little old too. Like
it does.
It needs a refresh.
Yeah, she's one that definitely could stand to get an update. I mean, there's only a handful left. I feel like really. That are really like the old Ocarina of Time graphics, But she's one of them.
Oh yes.
On the 26th, we've got Ty Dagger turning 2 years old. The Ty Dorito, if you don't remember which one that is. I had some fun with Ty Dagger as I streamed right before this on Twitch, my first round of the new 5v5 Grand Arena. And I had a battle where I was Leviathan taking on Executor. And they got to their ultimate before me. So they destroyed my Leviathan. And I was a little upset by that, as one might be.
Yeah.
But I still ended up winning. And that really feels good.
I bet.
When you lose your capital ship, but you say, you know what? I don't even care. I don't even care. I'm still going to beat you.
The ships have nowhere to go when this is all done, but we still won.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're all going to die out here in space, but, so that's it for Blurf Days. Just those 3. So happy Blurf Day to you. Now, it's not going to be a whole lot more robust than Blurf Days this week, But let's take a look at this week's upcoming in-game events. Brought to you by swgohevents.com. For a complete list of past, present, and future events, swgohevents.com is a universe of info in a galaxy of heroes. Now, this week, this always kind of happens as you get toward the end of a month. We don't really have a whole lot of data to work with because they don't really release all that info early enough for the two of us goobers to get it into our show notes. But I'm sure there will be a little more stuff coming. As it stands, we've got on the 23rd, we've got training droid smuggling. That doesn't even count, man. Right. That's not.
You're welcome. That's
not even a thing. But it's simmable.
Yes,
that's
true.
Something. All right, then we have on the 24th an assault battle. We have ground war. On the 25th, we have Galactic Bounties 2. 26th is kind of the big day. That's Monday, right? We've got an Omega battle on Endor, but that's when Conquest ends. And you know, when Conquest ends, you've got Proving Grounds. You've got Ultimate Journey. Ultimate Journey. Sim. Proving Grounds. Struggle.
Yeah. I'm so sorry.
I mean, Proving Grounds is the one that needs a sim button.
Yes, it does. It does, man.
And I believe it's not in game yet, but we should be getting a territory battle on Monday as well, as we're wrapping up Territory Wars by then. And then the only other thing we have, is on the 30th, a Ghosts of Dathomir. That can't be right. There's going to be stuff in between there. We just don't have it on the calendar yet. One thing I'm thinking is, seems like we ought to have a Nightfall coming up. Now that we have all of the Cloney boys, you would think they would have one for... yeah, it's not in game, but you'd think they'd have one so you can earn some shards of Scorch. But who knows with that?
It's still such a weird event. I know, right? Just a weird event.
Who knows? But that's it. That's it for events. Like, it's not a lot, you know, but it's a lot to do because we're going to be busy with Conquest. We're going to be busy with territory battles. And hopefully, man, let's take a quick time out. Territory battles, man. RF Tatooiners. we got to figure this out. We just keep dropping the ball. And it's okay because, like, I'm not worried about it because it's every week or month, whatever, when we do a territory battle, I think, like, we got it this time. And then someone does something and deploys to get us over 1 star when we're trying to sandbag. Or we just miss a star because some people didn't deploy. Look, I've been that guy. So I'm never like, how dare you? I'm not. It's just like, we're capable of so much more. We're
That's funny.
There. We're still making progress. I'm not worried about it. It's just like one of these days it's going to click.
Yeah. And it's not there just yet. There's always one or two. I
think we got like 30 stars last time.
In which we've done 32, I think was the max we've done.
And this should have been 33. It's just we accidentally did a couple things. So I'm confident we can get 33 soon. Obviously, if we wouldn't have goofed this one up. Again, like, it's not... I don't know. I feel bad because, like, this last time one of our guildmates was in Discord like, oh, I'm such an idiot. Like, no, it's whatever. It happens.
Yeah.
But we're putting things in place too, so it hopefully won't happen. Like, if it's 45 minutes before the phase ends, just don't with the combat missions. Just don't, you know? Because that's what'll get you is the combat missions. You go in there seeing, oh, I could earn, we're like a million away. I can do a combat mission. And someone else goes in there and does the same thing. That's where you get burned. So we're trying, you know? We're still a baby guild.
We're getting there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still as many stars as I used to get in the old guild, so.
Well, then perfect. You know?
You're like, boo to you. It's not for me.
Why are we complaining? Yeah, I know. I take a little bit of a hit. But yeah, but it's all good. And I love to see, like, we're getting to the point now. We have all the phase 1 operations. I always want to say platoons. They're kind of always platoons to me. What I miss about that is you can say platoon as a verb. You can say, oh, I don't have Jedi Master or Jedi Knight Luke because I platooned him. You can't say it because I operationed him. Like, I mean, that's no good.
We always say that as a verb when I play Operation.
You operationed it?
Yes, I operationed it.
Oh, no. Yeah, but we've got all the phase 1, all the phase 2, and now all the phase 3 operations taken care of. We're on the verge of like settling that phase 4 Relic 8 stuff.
Which is tough.
We're not like close, but we have a vision and people are working on it now. That feels pretty good. Yeah. You know, that feels like we're getting there, man. We're really getting there. And they've released more and more teams that can really plow through some of this tough content. I know I'm finding more and more success now that I'm seeing like Baylan Skoll. He can clear stuff, you know. Ahsoka, absolutely, you know. So yeah, we're getting there.
I always think she's not flashy. Like, it's not like I 100% really enjoy. Like, Slicker, you just get to wipe stuff out.
Yeah.
With her, it's kind of like you put her on auto, you kind of walk away, and you know you're going to win.
Yeah.
But,
yeah,
you know, you're like, okay.
It might take a while, but you'll be all right.
And I especially in Conquest, I enjoy the whole character, the whole team, but it just does feel a little bit like you're a really good sim team.
Yeah.
I mean, so.
Yeah, there isn't really a move. I mean, I guess like Ahsoka's rocket thing or Sabine's rocket thing and Ezra's special where he slides over and lightsabers everyone's face, whatever. Like, there's a couple big moves, but it is not a satisfying team.
Agreed.
In the way that Slicker is, or even Jabba. You know, you've got the Rancor, you've got Bausch's special that just levels everyone, or literally ripping people's arms off with Chrysanthemum, you know. A cat, insta-kill on, you know, teams from 2019 and before.
It's kind of like Lord Vader is not fun, per se, but I'm glad I have him.
Yeah.
I mean,
we'll see when we get these clones cranked up. It might be a little more fun. But because I've been trying to run the clones in Conquest, and it's just, you know, Gear 11, come on. Nope, you guys are all dead. But yeah, we'll see. All right, what a diversion.
I know, right?
But I felt like it needed to be said. Like, look,
agreed.
Here's my bullet points. If you're in our guild and you're messing up territory battle, it's all right. We all do it. Look at me. I'm an idiot. And I'm the leader of the guild. Like, it's okay. 2, don't do that anymore.
Just stop. Stop okay?
it.
Just don't.
And 3, it's like, okay. We're getting there. It's fine. Yeah. Man. All right. Before we dive into this week's top stories, we got to give a quick shout out to our Patreon supporters. If you enjoy what we do and you want to be a part of our exclusive community, head over to patreon.com/Galactic War Report. You guys hear me say it every week, but you're not doing it. So, no. No, we've got a lot of great patrons over there, and one of the cool things is before we record the show, we do a weekly chat on Discord, a Doth chat on Discord with anyone at the Dothcha level or higher. That's $10 a month. We've got other tiers though. If you're cheap, I get it, man. I'm cheap. I go in the lowest tier on like almost everything. But yeah, we appreciate all of you. Your support keeps the lights on and the sand crawlers running. Now then, punch it, Pop-Tart.
All right, so let's hold the kit to maybe last. So I'll start with the thing that's a little bit less on the bad end. Then we'll go to the bad, and then we'll go to the good.
Yeah, we'll slowly sink into the abyss.
But we'll end on a positive, so at least in this section here. So first off, we did get a little bit of information on Lord Vader. So we had a little bit of a, hey, by the way, it's not going exactly as we hoped so far. So it looks like Mon Mothma and Bo are still able to handle the clones and Lord Vader. So we did get the notice where it says, hey guys, it's not working as intended. And of course, then you go into the comments and that has some,
I'm sure they were all very
it.
understanding and supportive.
Oh yes, totally.
Yeah.
There was not any automatic messages right to Meathead. I mean, it was completely calm. I mean, again though, I mean, it's interesting. You and I were talking earlier before this, just that you and I we don't get these characters right away. So in some ways, it feels like, and I'm sorry if you are this person, if you are spending the money for these characters, you are also paying to be their testers. So I want to say thank you, one, for keeping this going, and second,
absolutely
making it to where it's better for me when I finally do get this character.
By the time the dust settles, it'll be a fun team and a rewarding team. Yeah, it's kind of hard with this one for me. Like, I get there's hundreds of characters and all these interactions and things to test, and you got to test what's it like in Territory War, what's it like in Grand Arena, in any other mode, whatever. One thing I would say, though, is Lord Vader, like, you would test that against Bo-Katan.
Yeah, right?
All right, I shouldn't even do this. This seems petty. But I'm going to do it. So Lord Vader versus Bo-Katan. All right. So in the last Grand Arena, Lord Vader versus Bo-Katan, approximately a 95% win rate with like 40,000. It's a 96% win rate with 40,000 battles sampled. You knew that was coming,
right?
Like, that's like trying to beef up Queen Amidala and not bothering to test it against Darth Bane. You know it's coming. That is the counter. So it's a little like, come on, man. Yeah.
It's from ESPN, right? Come on, man.
I don't know, man. Yeah.
I mean, I guess I would still like, I mean, if it's making it to where you're switching it from a defensive team to an offensive team, and that's just the whole point. Like, it can go in, it can clear out stuff. I kind of get it a little bit, but on the other side, I mean, like, Mon Mothma, really, why should that be them? I mean, that's not even, why is Mon Mothma even in this group? I mean,
why is a non-galactic legend reliably smoking a galactic legend?
It just doesn't make sense.
Goofy.
And it's just so tough because, I mean, again, we got such a great character in, Kenobi, and then all of these years, then it got better with Kat. Like, it just is a great team. And Lord Vader still, even with this, even with the new characters, still isn't meeting the expectations of what they should be. I mean, that is...
And you know what? You do raise an interesting point that if the intention is to just make it an attack team, look, I think a lot of competitive players have already shifted to that being an attack team.
Yeah.
As soon as Bo-Katan came out, it was no longer a viable defense. I would still set it on defense sometime because I'm not that competitive, I guess.
Yeah, sure.
I don't anymore, though. And it's like we had already made that shift. Mm-hmm. And there are things that it beats very well. So if that was the intention, like, you're trying to solve the problem that's already been solved.
Yeah.
The way it was solved was he was so bad on defense that we had no choice but to use him on offense, where he can actually do some pretty good things.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. That said, I mean, the team is neat. It feels like... I don't know. Like, I'll say it like I told our guildmate. Like, I get it. Because I could see me doing this, too. But also stop.
Yeah.
Stop. Yeah.
I mean,
that's just silly.
Yeah. If you put this much effort, it just, I don't know. It reminds me of...
that's the thing is the whales that spend a lot of money on something. Yeah. And then it's still getting smacked around by Mon Mothma. You're like, that kind of hurts.
Yeah. I keep on going, for some reason, back to Christmas Vacation when they're looking at the lights and he's like, Grandpa, you tried really hard. And he goes, so does a washing machine. And I mean, this is like... this is what it reminds me of. I mean...
They're like, not twinkling.
I know. Those lights aren't twinkling. Thanks, Dad. Oh, man. Yeah, just something for Lord Vader. He's just kind of at that point. But now, speaking of something that is a little bit frustrating for me, is... One, I'm going to announce, right? I mean, I already said it earlier, but I unlocked Lord Vader. So he is officially unlocked.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Thank you. In the day that I realized, man, I mean, I did all of this. It was so tough to get it. Then they go and release a Lightspeed bundle. It did make it to where all of that work, I could just press a button and even got better on there. Like, I felt this one,
Yeah.
I think you folk that had, Rey ahead of time and did all the work for it, and I got it for like, what, $29 or whatever? And they're like,
I think Rey was $10, wasn't she?
Was she? Yeah, I think she was.
I think she and Slicker on the first time they came around were $10 a piece.
So I feel a little bit more of your guys' pain on this one. It just...
Yeah.
It's like legitly, there's like a wound there that was not even freshly closed, and it just... we're talking Himalayan salt in it. We're not talking about like that, like cheap stuff.
Bad. Yeah. Oh, this is big crystals. Yeah.
But
it's good for the game. It should be
great for the game. Yeah, agreed. I mean, all of the characters to Relic 7, so you still have a couple Relic 8s you have to do. So obviously that's not completely easy, and you do get a ship, right? So I mean, for $49.99, it's you get a lot of GP at this. Again, is it going to be stuff that is amazing, that work for the team? No, but you are getting one piece of the next team, right? That's going to be there.
Out of the way, yeah.
And again, with the new system, like one thing that again I just love that they've done is making it so much easier for those tickets. I mean, basically, I could randomly be pressing my phone and win this type of event, which I'm okay with. But to know you're not going to lose any of the tickets, to know that you can use your fleet currency to go through to get those, I mean, it just speeds it up so much. I'm very appreciative of that. So, yeah. Good job, washing machines.
Congratulations. Do you have his ultimate?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Where am I? I'm not sure exactly where I am for that yet, but I'm pretty close. I actually, again, I'm not sure on when it comes to the event. Like it's very underwhelming a little bit. Like I just poke at Kenobi for a couple minutes and then, you go to the next screen. But I mean, still, I'm 8 out of 12 for his ultimate right now.
Okay.
And I've been doing the 100, doing the fleet currency each day. The hard part is I'm at like 47 right now. So that means I can't even use the fleet currency. Like, so that means again, is not I need to stop. But yeah, that's just dumb.
That when you're what is it like when you're over 44?
Yeah,
that you can't buy anymore because it would.
I'm at 47. Yeah. I'm like, oh man. But either way, so yes,
I'll just forfeit. Just take the 3.
Take it. I don't mind.
Take the 2 chicken nuggets.
Just do it. Yes, Tenacious D mindset there. We got to have them listen to that song. So yes, man, we're off on tangents tonight, which is perfect.
Yeah, man, that's. You didn't think we were gonna sit down after a couple weeks off and like be composed and like not be a little bit feral. That's not how we do.
Well, speaking of feral, let's talk about this this information that we got on the raids. And so I'll line it up for you so that way you can bring it home. But so we got a post, right? We got Shmee. Shmee, what about me? Love that in Hook. That basically it says, oh, there's going to be more pirates coming. So get ready for these pirates. But by the way, they're going to be for the raid.
Okay, this is all sure. Right? Yeah. But
so
makes
what's
sense.
The problem
it's the
with
new
that?
Faction. Yeah. Love it.
So I mean, basically, in this case, the only problem is they're going to be slowly coming. They're going to be trickling in, and you're going to be doing this raid and realizing, man, I'd really love to use these pirates. And they're like, don't worry, right at the end, you'll get the whole bunch. So that means you're going to be investing in a team. Like, imagine the Tuscans, right? Imagine if you decided to work on the Tuscans, and all of a sudden you finally, the last little bit of the raid, you're finally done with that 5th Tuscan, and then it disappears. How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel irate. This is like look, Nightfall is weird, right? The Nightfall event is weird. Like they release it and you literally can't beat it. Well, that's weird, And every time it comes back, you've got some more clones and more time to whatever kind of put your team together. Okay, whatever. It is what it is. It's a limited time assault battle-y kind of. Yeah. Okay, cool. This is a raid, and I feel like they're already a little bit on thin ice with public opinion on raids.
Yeah,
and I'll say this because, particularly, like they had to make some big changes to raids when the Crate Dragon raid came out, so that it wasn't just like one person could go in and clear it all out and no one else gets to go in and experience it. And that change is good. Basically, everyone runs a separate instance of the raid, right? Cool. Good. Then they do the Endor raid, and it's basically just bad. Yeah. It's easy, and we've talked about this before. Mm-hmm. It's easy. Like, I would manually play Leia, because if you do the right sequence, you're going to get a max score. 2.7 million goes a long way. After that, some teams you can auto. The other ones, the most complicated ones, are like, use this move, then a basic. Use this move, then a basic. Use this move, then a basic. Like, there's not a lot going on. It's not particularly engaging content, enjoyable content. Okay, so cool. So we do the Naboo raid, and there's like a move in the right direction, sort of, but it's wave after wave after wave of battle droids, which doesn't feel like a raid to me. There's no boss. There's no cooperation. It's not like, have you played games where there are raids?
Yeah.
It's every player attacking the same thing and working together. Like, it doesn't feel like that. And I'm not like super upset about that. I'm just saying it doesn't quite feel right. So I'm only picking at it and criticizing to set us up to understand that, like, this next one you kind of have to get right.
Yeah.
I feel like you've had a lot of feedback from people. And to pull a panic farm mid-raid,
right,
is certainly not the fix that we were looking for. Like, I don't mind working toward a raid, and I don't mind applying an Omicron for a limited time raid. I didn't do it with Endor. I kind of wish I would have. It seemed like it was kind of fun, but, you know, water under the bridge. I did it for this with my Gungans, and I don't regret it. It's fine. It's cool. I have a fairly open, like, I'm open to possibilities of raids. Like, entertain me. Cool. But a panic farm mid-raid with characters trickling in, I'm not going to... There's no reason to panic farm any of these characters unless you panic farm all of these characters. You will either wail on all of these characters or you're wasting your money.
Yeah.
Because it's just whatever. It bothers me.
No, I get it.
I don't like it even a little. And I'm hoping that and it's already like it's a Lord Vader raid where you can't play Lord Vader.
Right. I just
like it's just everything we know about it is like, what is going on? This sounds bad.
And I mean, if you're gonna go through and make it to where you can only use set characters, make it to where it's actually the characters that could be in the dang thing. Like, if you have it pirates, I don't remember any pirates. Well, no, I don't remember any pirates going into the Order 66, right? Like, I watched that movie a few times. I mean, I don't think randomly Shmi's going to be out there. I mean, maybe
doubtful.
His mom. His mom's name is
very
Shmi.
Doubtful. Yeah, I don't know. I am not holding my breath for this raid. The way I see it, look, I mean, important rewards come from the raid, so you can't ignore it. I'm just going to keep grinding on territory battles. I can't ignore the raid, but I can pump the brakes a little bit on my expectations for it, and I think we all ought to. I don't mean this to be mean to CG or something, but everything we have learned about this raid is a little concerning. And I just think, like, yeah, of course we're all going to try and get a good score and work together. But, like, at least our expectations are being lowered now. So that if it comes out and it's a banger, great.
I know,
awesome.
right?
But I think that's not incredibly likely, is my guess. I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, I am glad that there's no, like, actual character involved with it, though. I mean, before I always thought it'd be great to have a raid character back to make it to where you're working towards that. But then on the other side, if you make it to where it's just a glorified assault battle, then, I mean, we'll get those rewards, but it's not like it's crazy.
That's a good comparison. The Naboo raid does feel more like an assault battle. It's wave after wave after wave of battle droids and very little variance. They got Staps. They got Droidicas. It's one or the other. What's it going to be?
There you go.
You know?
And honestly, you get to the point now where, I mean, with some of them, I can hit auto, and I'm going to do the same thing that I'm doing if I tried. So
yeah,
it all works out. But
yep.
So yeah. So then, I mean, obviously, with your pirates, depending on what you do, I mean, who knows what's going to happen? I mean, maybe this is going to be a legit team. I hope so. Now, if this is going to be like a Tusken team where, again, you don't really need after this raid, then I don't know. I guess that'll be the biggest take from this, is just what is the return on your investment for it, especially for you whales and krakens out there, you know, overall.
I'm curious, like, pirates. Okay, so let's say we put a team of 5 capable pirates together. We also have a Tarkin-led clone team. We know Jedi Vanguard are going to be in it.
Yep.
Maybe not all of them, because, it's select characters, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's enough Jedi Vanguard characters. You could, in theory, run 2 teams of Jedi Vanguard. Are we sticking to 5 attempts? If so, what the heck else are we doing?
Yeah.
1 team of pirates, 1 team of dark side clones, Jedi Vanguard, 2 teams. That's 4. That's 4 runs. Bad Batch.
Oh,
is it
Bad
mercenaries
Batch,
or something? Yeah, I bet it's that. Okay. And
Yeah.
maybe if it's open to more mercenaries, Balin Skull team might be able to be used or something. I don't know.
We'll probably be able to do is everybody but Balin.
Balin Skull with Hondo leading them or something,
Yeah, right? It has to be. So, all right. So, so we got the pirates out. I'm not sure if they're out, but they're there. And then our talk on Lord Vader. So let's go to RC Cola.
RC Cola, Scorchy boy.
Love it.
Yeah, very cool. He's what do they call him? Clone Commando. My son loves the design of Clone Commandos, and
me too.
I get it, man. It's cool. The light inside the visor doesn't make any sense tactically.
No.
I mean, it just seems like that would be the worst thing you could do, but it sure does look cool.
Unless it's a computer screen on the inside, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I bet it's something like that.
If not, you're just blinding yourself.
Right. Yeah. Just for funsies. So Scorch is in game as we speak. He's not actually that complicated, which is kind of nice. I like that. So he's the tank of the team. Let's go through the abilities and take a look at it. So his basic is exterminate with extreme prejudice. Deal physical damage to target enemy and dispel all debuffs from a random debuffed Empire ally. Sure. If the target enemy had Order 66, reduce the cooldowns of a random other non-galactic Legend Empire ally by 1. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, is CX2 still the only person who can give Order 66?
Well, I think that's the problem with, it still isn't giving it the way even it needs to. There's supposed to be more.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think that's really what the main challenge is. When I look on the posts and stuff, that's really what they're saying, is that Order 66 just isn't getting out there as quicker. Now, I do think that in his kit you can get it a little bit faster, but
okay,
it's not, because I think they also had the Datacron too. That was also helping get it out there.
Limited time stuff. All right, so special 1 is called Breaching Charge. Deal physical damage to all enemies. Inflict 2 stacks of damage over time for 2 turns, and off balance for 2 turns, which can't be copied. Second special is called Entrenched. This is Scorch taunts for 2 turns, recovers 25% health and protection, and gains 5 stacks of Bulwark for 2 turns, which can't be copied. At the start of battle, if there's an ally, Lord Vader, or Grand Moff Tarkin in the leader slot and not in the ally slot, Bulwark can't be copied, dispelled, or prevented. Dark side clone allies gain protection up 25% for 2 turns, and Bulwark is plus 150% defense per stack. Lose a stack when receiving damage. Now, I say he's not that complicated. His unique has a bit of meat to it. This is his Grand Arena Omicron as well. So, all right. Here's the basics. At the start of each encounter, he gets taunt for 2 turns. While he's taunting, he has plus 25% defense and tenacity. And whenever he loses taunt, he gains 25% bonus protection for 2 turns. While he has Bulwark, he's immune to speed down, stagger, and stun. And whenever an enemy dispels taunt from him, they're inflicted with Order 66 for 2 turns. There we go. which can't be copied, dispelled, or resisted. If that enemy was a Jedi, Order 66 instead lasts for 4 turns. Whenever a damage over time inflicted by Scorch expires, he gains 10% bonus protection for 2 turns. And at the start of the battle, if there is an ally Grand Moff Tarkin, Tarkin gains 200% potency. Scorch assists whenever Tarkin uses an ability, and the first time Tarkin would be defeated, he instead gains Deflective Ward for 2 turns, or until he receives damage, which can't be copied, dispelled, or prevented, and recovers 50% health and protection. Not bad. Not bad. That should help the Tarkin-led clone team make a little more sense, you know? Then the Grand Arena portion, the Omicron portion, is that while in Grand Arenas, he has plus 50% max health, max protection, and tenacity. And whenever he loses taunt, all Darkside clone trooper allies recover 15% health and protection. Whenever he gains taunt, he dispels all debuffs on himself and all other Darkside clone trooper allies, or low down dirty clones, if you're nasty. Gain 10% turn meter. Whenever he uses Entrenched, he gains an additional 5 stacks of Bulwark. And the first time each other non-Galactic Legend Empire ally is reduced to 50% health, Scorch taunts for 2 turns, and that ally recovers 100% health and protection. So again, very good in 3v3 with a Tarkin lead. Legit. And I believe the ideal setup that they said was going to be Tarkin with Scorch and Disguised Clone Trooper. Yeah. I believe. Whereas Lord Vader
gets Apollo.
Kind of meshes with the other 2. And yeah, Apo and...
I call him Apollo. I don't know why. I just do.
So Apollo Creed and...
There you go, right.
Which actually is a Star Wars character. Grief. Whoa. So Apo and CX2. Yeah. Which their kits call each other out anyway, so they should be together. So, yeah. So that's it. That's the tanky boy. And I mean, I haven't had much of a chance to play around with it because A, I don't have any Zetas.
Yeah,
B, I tried him once in Conquest and he didn't even have any mods on him. And it was, come on, man. What are you thinking, Sean? What are you thinking? What did you think was going to happen? I got wiped. So, yeah. So, looks good.
Yeah.
Again, like, if Bo-Katan takes it out, Bo-Katan takes it out. But, I mean, for plenty of other squads, this looks like a fun team.
Agreed.
And the Order 66 thing, I don't know. I feel like it feels weird to me that CX2 and Scorch are the 2 that apply it. I feel like Lord Vader should apply it.
Yeah, definitely. I was thinking of the same thing.
And maybe even Tarkin. If you're going to split them up like that, maybe have the leaders be able to do something with it. I don't know. That just seems
makes sense to
odd.
me.
But yeah, that potency boost for Tarkin is nice too. If I'm not mistaken, all of his damage is based on or ramps with his potency.
Well, now they didn't split the damage too, so it's all for special. So it does look like that's going to be better. Even though I thought maybe they would give him a little bit of a glow up, but
yeah, I was kind of surprised with that as well. Yeah, it's in his unique. Start a battle, he gains 50% potency, gains 20% potency for each debuffed enemy, and at the start of each encounter, he gains protection up, blah, blah, blah. Oh, no, it's not in there. It's, there we go. Yeah, it's in his ultimate firepower, Tarkin's AoE. Deal special damage to all enemies and remove 50% of their turn meter. This attack deals more damage equal to double Tarkin's potency percentage. So he gets that plus 50% from his own unique. He gets another 200% from Scorch. Now ultimate firepower is feeling like maybe it could be ultimate firepower
Right.
instead of this is a 2015 character. Pew pew. You know.
I mean, we'll see how it works. I mean, we got a little while until 3v3 comes back, so.
And deal if all other allies are dark side clone troopers. This is the part they added. I forgot about this. Deal an additional instance of damage equal to double Tarkin's potency percentage. So cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think that's about it, man.
Yeah.
I don't think. Yeah, that's it for news. Move on. Conquest. Let's talk Conquest for a second here. This might be a therapy session for me. How are you doing in this Conquest?
I hit the 530 mark, and usually 530 for me means I'm done. I really don't go too much farther than that. I will say it's been a beast to get to 530. For you folks that really truly unlock that character right off the bat, I'm proud of you, super proud of you, and I do not have the patience, I think, to do all the work that you guys do. Yeah, I can relate. But I think the hardest part for me, I think, is just that the discs really haven't worked well for me. And I kind of in between, so I do have some Amplify Agony, that's definitely there for me. But and then I also want to do the ramping offense, so it really felt like even some of the battles itself, and again, having it to where we still have Geonosians in the main, like, at the end one is so painful to me.
I hate that, yeah.
And so, but Bad Batch is the toughest. I need to put some actual mods on mine, because trying to get them to get the, to go through and get some of these is really tough. And again, I know they got to keep the fancy stuff in there, but it does feel like we just got too much that's not just easily accessible. Like, I'm sorry, but your Bad Batch are not going to be able to do Sector 7 unless you have the new Bad Batch, I mean, again, maybe the third time around, it'll be different, right? And we'll probably be doing a lot better, but the have-nots aren't having that much fun.
Yeah, some of this stuff is tough. Like, Sector 5, I haven't inflicted Order 66 once. And I've seen a couple possible builds, and maybe I'll get that figured out. I don't know, but that's a bit of a drag. And there's a couple others like that I feel like I've got a lot of feats that I'm making progress on, but not making enough progress on. So I'm a little concerned. I'm not at the 530 mark yet. I'm at 518.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know. I took a day off, basically. I forgot to do any refreshes one day. And that's bonehead move. Come on, man. So we'll see. Maybe I'll have a victory tale. I always pull it off somehow, but I'm running out of time on some of this stuff. And I like to avoid the ones that just seem unfun too. So when it's like, win with Batcher surviving 15 times. I have done that 0 times. Kind of hard to do now. So, yeah, we'll see. Now, what about Grand Arena? Have you begun your attack?
It did, yep. I'm going against a Blade Master. And I've
sounds dangerous.
I know, right? And I've only done 2 so far. So, took out Lord Vader with my bow, just because why not, right? So sure. It's on defense.
It works.
And then I took out Jabba. So, I mean, those 2 things. So I'll probably finish mine up tomorrow, but now you got a chance to stream, so.
Yeah, I had a good run. I went up against someone, they were close to my GP. They didn't have Ahsoka. Couple other little things like Afra, but they have not attacked yet. I put up 18-18, which I feel is
pretty good.
Probably going to win it for me. Let me see GAC history here. GAC history. There we go. I forget what a good score looks like
right.
when we switch over, right? But yeah, I mean, 1818 is higher than any score from last 5v5 season that I inflicted or suffered. So that's pretty good. Yeah, and the season before that, God, I really rocked it. I put up at 1843. Jeez, oh Pete, that's disgusting. So yeah, we'll see. 1818 ought to win, but I did some kind of funky defenses.
Yeah,
I didn't completely change it up, just a little bit that I got from Zareth's recent video on good defensive teams. I love watching his videos because it's not just reading the top 10 teams from .gg.
Yeah.
He's got like some modifications in there and he explains it all really well. And I thought it was cool. Like I've got Enfys Nest on a Jabba team, which I've seen before too, but with that Datacron, that is kind of spicy.
Yeah.
But that freed up Chrysanthemum to then be on my Afra team, which I used my Afra team to take out Zori Bliss. It always works. Right. But even with Chrysanthemum there, it was like a little more reliable. It was kind of fun. Put Sanastaros on a Rey team with the Sanastaros Kron, because that Kron, there we go, open it up. At the start of encounter, all allies gain 100% max health, 50% max protection, and 25 speed for the rest of the encounter, and defense up for 2 turns, which can't be dispelled. Now, you add that 100% max health and 50% max protection onto a Relic 8 Ezra, and we're talking about some spiciness. So that's pretty fun. We'll see if they attack what holds and what doesn't, but yeah, I kind of enjoy putting a couple of Zareth's little spicy picks in there, along with my very vanilla SWGOH.GG inspired defenses. All right, I think we've given them more than enough for the last 2 weeks. But the good thing about missing shows, because we didn't do a show last week, and the week before I did a solo, or did we also not? Okay.
Yeah, you did solo.
So we didn't give them a complete desert of content, but we did draw it out for them. But the good news with that is this segment is always a little bit better when we do it this way. So no more wasting time. Who you grinding?
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited. So we can talk about a few different things in here. Now, what's funny though is whenever we have, because this is 2 weeks for me, right? So I'm thinking, man, this should be really good. But then there actually is some decent stuff in here. So let's start first with my bad batch. This one really had to take a back seat because getting so dang close to Lord Vader, I had to really not go through too hard. But so Omega went from 6 out of 85 to up to 8 out of 100. So again, not anything crazy. Now,
not bad.
Not bad, right? My Batcher went from 61 out of 65 to 62 out of 85. Now, Hunter really hasn't done much just because, I mean, basically he was,
he's Cantina anyways. You can speed through him, no rush. Yeah.
So he went from 15 out of 30 to 6 out of 65. Now, Wrecker actually went pretty far looking at this now. So at first I was like, man, I didn't do that well. But he went from 16 out of 30 up to 8 out of 85. So we're getting there, right?
Is he a dark side node? Is that why?
I still kept on going. Because with using the fleet stuff now, it's not as important to just do dark side. But
okay.
Plus, I mean, it seems like I always have to do Cairo, the shock, just because. I mean,
he's dark side.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, Wrecker.
Good.
Yep,
that's good. Works out.
Yeah,
and then Crosshair is 15 out of 30 up to 6 out of 65. So not too bad. We're getting there. But again, honestly, I'm going to drop them like they're yesterday's fish. Is that how that works?
I don't know, but I love that.
As soon as any of these dark side clones start to become farmable. So that is where I'm going to go. So got all of those. They're all sitting there at 15 out of 30 ready to go. So now they needed their leader. So this is kind of fun. So Zam was Relic 3 last time, so got her up to Relic 7. Newt was Relic 1, got him up to Relic 7. Arc Trooper was at Relic 3, got him up to Relic 8. Tarkin went from Relic 3 to Relic 7, and so that means I had a chance to unlock Lord Vader, which means that we got him up to Relic 7 as well. So,
man.
Yeah, I mean, that's not bad.
No more Galactic Legends for you.
None. I have
them
all of them unlocked. It's pretty crazy,
like Pokemon.
Really.
Yeah.
I know. It's really weird, honestly, because, I mean, I'm 11 and a half now, 11.5 million, so it just kind of feels like I have no excuses, so
yeah,
that's a tough part.
Great.
So. But yeah, the downside about getting Lord Vader as quickly as I did, I ain't got no Zetas.
I hear that.
So ended up doing 3 out of 6. So imagine how Lord Vader's just okay in general. Imagine him without 3 like Zetas.
And no ultimate. Also.
Yeah, and no ultimate. So yeah, it's again, I think the people that go against me in this Grand Arena where he's on defense, you're welcome. Yeah. Your bow had something to eat. So yeah. So it's still got 3 more of those on there. Now for Omicrons, I do have one ready to go. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with it just yet. But I did get 2 to Balin during that time period. I was getting really great luck. When we were having the triple drops, I got a couple Omicrons. So
oh man, that's
awesome. It was amazing.
Perfect timing.
But I'll tell you what, triple drops, yes, please. Can I have some more? I mean,
oh god, it felt amazing.
That's what Timmy said too, right? When he asked for more food, right? It's like it was so good. Was it Timmy?
I think so. In Oliver?
Yeah, right. There you go.
Yeah.
Anyways. All right, so that is, for me, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Relic 7s or higher during these double drop times.
Man.
So help me understand. I want to know who you grinding.
Well, it's going to be a little bit less impressive because I've got one. I'm only on a 2-week sprint here. Okay, but some good things. Bad Batch. Omega has been at Relic 3.
Nice.
Hunter is not on the list, but he's been at Relic 3. So, it's the other 3. Batcher went from 50 up to 94 out of 100. So close. Also, I have Batcher's Datacron. So that's
nice.
Pretty excellent. Batcher's a girl, right? I think.
I'm not sure.
I almost said she, but I was like, I don't remember. I want to say that Batcher's a girl, but Wrecker went from 64 out of 85 up to 37 out of 100, and Crosshair went from 68 out of 65 up to 24 out of 85. So they're getting there. Yeah. I mean, it's not going to be too long. Batcher's going to be done very soon. Wrecker is in the home stretch, and Crosshair, we'll get him there.
Yeah, it'll happen.
The fun thing is you can use Fugitive Omega as a leader with old Bad Batch units, and you can work Hunter in or whatever array you want, and it kind of works as a team, which is great for Conquest for the target practice feat. I got that done. And then also the win with Bad Batch. It's easier to win with an Omega leader than it is with a old school Hunter leader. That said, it's still like for a lot of the Datacron nodes, I still get smoked, so it's kind of hard. Now, low down dirty clones, we did some things. Apo went from, is this old or new? I don't know. Whatever. Apo went from 61 out of 85 up to 8 out of 100. I feel like that might be old news. Doesn't matter, but that's where he's at. CX2 went from 16 up to 51 out of 100. I mean, jeez.
Yeah.
Sneaky Boy, a.k.a. disguised clone trooper. Honestly, I think Sneaky Boy is a catchier name. So he went from 34 up to 59 out of 65. And then Scorch is currently at 39 out of 65. Between like just doing the event and I don't know, like a calendar or something, whatever, I was one shard away. I don't know if everyone ended up with that, one shard away from going to 4 stars. So I just bought one of those 1,200 crystal packs. Like that's going to push me up to the next tier for the event. Of course, that is going to bump up. You know, that's 5 more shards a day. I'll do it. You know. And let's see, random things that I've done. Well, I took Ezra from Relic 7 up to Ezra Exile, Relic 7 up to Relic 8 to make him a little spicier because I like that character.
Yeah,
he hits hard.
He does.
He's a pain in the butt.
He feels like the Galactic Legend.
Really
sometimes.
good. Still works great on a Rey team or a Jedi team or a Spectre team. Like he is really a Swiss Army knife of a character. Luthen and Saw both went from Relic 5 up to Relic 7. So I can actually do the Saw Gerrera mission in territory battle now. And I did it once, and it wasn't that hard.
Nice.
That was pretty cool. I also, speaking of territory battles, also took Marin from Relic 5 up to Relic 7, so I can do her level, which used to be a massive pain and needed a DACA lead, and you needed like a hyper strong DACA. But my understanding is with Great Mothers, it's not that bad. So I'll watch a video before Monday and figure it out. Who am I kidding? I'll watch a video on Monday.
There you go. Right before you do it.
Actually, that'll be a Wednesday thing. I guess that's phase 3. What else do we have? Oh, yeah. So Rolo for operations. You know I love me some Rolo.
Yeah.
I have her at Relic 5. That's the only required relic level, which means you could use her in phase 1 of territory battles. Well, I signed up to take her to Relic 8. So in phase 4, I have to platoon her. Or operations her, whatever. But before then, I can play around, you know?
Yeah.
Get some use. I have her Omicron, so I can get some use out of that. So I have her from Relic 5 up to Relic 6. I put a Zeta on CX2 so that he can at least start giving Order 66. I also put one on Jocasta. I don't remember which one. Probably, nope, no idea. So I need to finish those up. I want to get a couple on Disguised Clone Trooper as well. Scorch needs one. I'm catching up. Yeah. But it's you know the drill. I unlocked a Galactic Legend and Balin Skull and got Jocasta Nu all at the same time and just wasn't able to do it all. For Omicrons, man, oh man, I built one up. And I was quite excited to apply this one. I was going to do Captain Enoch, which is a territory battle one. And I'm like, look, we're focused on territory battles. Let's focus on territory battles. He's Relic 8. I'm going to push him up to 9 pretty soon. Like, this is a no-brainer. Let's do it. And then I finally get my 20, and I slapped it on Droideka. Because I felt like that was the guild thing to do for territory wars. Man, I'm so sick of putting Omicrons on territory war characters. I have so many. I'm going to do Dark Trooper Moff Gideon eventually, too. I know I am. But I am telling myself the buyer's remorse on that is strong. Like, I really, really wish I would have done Enoch. And it's not even that popular. If you look on .gg, it's not that popular of one. But if you look on, swgohrote.com, the Rise of the Empire site, like, Enoch owns in territory battles. I already use him on some of the other phases.
Yeah.
I put that thing on there, like, that's, come on. Again, no brainer.
Mm-hmm.
So that's definitely going to happen. I don't know of any other territory battle ones that I'm really dead set on. I might do another for Jedi Knight Cal, because I mean his are all
I think
impressive.
I'm 2 out of 3 on that one.
Yeah, I might do all 3, honestly. I mean, we'll see. But yeah, and then Datacrons, I did some re-rolling. I don't have that many.
Yeah.
Like, I had Sidious last week, or last episode, whatever. I re-rolled and got Batchers, so that's cool. I tried re-rolling some other stuff, and it wasn't working out. What other one did I just hit? Newt Gunray. Blech.
Right.
I wanted Dooku. I didn't get it. So, we'll see. I still, for this set, Echoes of Rebellion, I only own 8 Datacrons.
Oh, wow. 8 total?
8 total, yeah.
Wow.
Right? Kind of stupid.
I mean,
5 of them are level 9, so that's nice. But, like, I need to kind of call it on getting max crate. I want to get second to last, and then go all in on Datacrons. And if I can get higher up the tier, and if I could get max crate just doing Datacron nodes, I'd do it. But I feel like I'm kind of, it might be time to get off the pot.
Ooh.
I bought the Conquest Pass this time, too. I almost never do anymore, but I bought the pass, so I got some extra SME shards, but I don't know. All right, that's all we got for you this week. It may not be the best advice, but at least we didn't recommend you spend all your Omicrons on Territory Wars. Come on. We all know it's just not fun. If you want to continue the conversation, join our Discord server linked in the show description. Become a real live Jawa by supporting us on Patreon, and share your thoughts by leaving us a podcast review. Big thanks also go out to Pabuapa and swgoh.gg and swgohevents.com for providing all the hard data we misinterpret weekly. Thanks for tuning in, and may the Force and RNG be with you.